Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining me now is our in-house analyst, Joyner, with stories trending around the world. Hi, Joyner.
Hello.
How was your weekend?
It was great.
I saw you over the weekend.
Yes, we
in
did.
a pretty white dress.
Yes.
Okay, so what's trending?
Quite of interesting stories. Spanish women have published thousands of personal abuse stories with the hashtag Cuentalo after 5 men were convicted of lesser offenses of sexual abuse to an 18-year-old woman. As you can see across the screen, this comes after judges ruled a crime in some wrote tweets on behalf of women who were murdered or who were committed suicide. Here's a tweet from a victim of abuse. I am a single mom. I have 2 kids. I broke up with my ex because he hit my son when he was drunk. He shot me in the chest and hurt my mom because I didn't want to get back together. My 2 children are orphaned. I'm telling you because my cousin cannot. Cuentalo.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Cuentalo apparently means tell your story.
Yes.
So these are Spanish women coming out and just telling their story.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's so sad. What just happened? What happened to the person?
I think it's a regular thing that occurs there because there's a lot of violence. There's a lot of drugs there. They have been exposed to a lot of violence in when you watch their telenovelas, everything's about drugs and sex and gang rape. So it's just part of their culture, is embedded, and they don't really have a good justice system over there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I really hope, with what we've seen with social media, it's very powerful.
Yes.
It's a powerful tool to state your case. It's a powerful tool to get people to know what is happening in your community. So with the Cuentalo hashtag now, I really hope that brings some change. Yes. Well, what else is trending?
Joyner has taken a big step in supporting the Me Too movement. He has decided to stop playing R. Kelly's music on his popular morning program. During Jackie Reed's Inside Her Story segment of the Tom Joyner Morning Show, Me Too founder Tarana Burke spoke about the support Kelly still receives from fans and people in the industry, even after Sophia Nelson accused the movement of not bringing down R. Kelly. She also discussed how playing R. Kelly's music is an issue because of his alleged behavior with underage girls dates back to the 1990s. She says playing his music does nothing to support the victims of sexual abuse. And there's a lot of work happening, but we need help, Brooke said. We need the Tom Joyner Morning Show to stop supporting R. Kelly. That's one of the things that would help. Joyner responded by saying, okay, you got it. I'll do that right now. I won't play any more R. Kelly's music. Brooke thanked Joyner for his promise.
Ooh, okay, so I saw this story and first thing was, not hope, but it seems like, you know how the Bill Cosby issue started with a comedian just making a joke somewhere in a small hall, and then it became this big thing that has spiraled into what we saw last week, him being convicted. This may be the beginning for something with R. Kelly, because right now we're still alleged, all the talk about him and underage girls is still alleged, but this may actually be the beginning of something if a radio jockey is saying he's not going to be playing his music.
Hopefully it happens because there's so many stories and I'm sure all of it is true because
You're sure all of it is true,
just those different allegations. It has been going on for 24 years. He married Aaliyah when she was 15, underage. Supposedly he has been involved in a sex cult, manipulating people, brainwashing them. I mean, there's a documentary that BBC did about it with one of his ex-girlfriends, cult victims. I mean, nobody can just wake up and be like, oh yeah, this. I mean, their stories are too detailed to be fake.
Yeah.
And he's.
Well, we know. Yeah, we know R. Kelly, okay? We know what we've read and we know what we've heard of R. Kelly. And again, maybe this is going to be the beginning of something bigger and people actually getting justice for any injustice that they've experienced. Yeah. Okay, what else is trending?
Temple University announced on Friday, in light of Bill Cosby's conviction on sexual assault charges, that the academic institution would be rescinding the honorary degree it bestowed upon him in 1991. But Temple is just one of the 3 top-notch universities that are snatching back their honorary degrees since Cosby received his verdicts on Thursday. The announcement from Temple followed withdrawals by Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Notre Dame in South Bend, Indiana, and Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. Cosby is currently out on a $1 million bail until his sentencing.
Oh, yeah, of course it was expected because everybody's going to try to just dissociate themselves from him right now. So
I mean, you don't want to honor somebody that's are rapists.
Yeah, and I think this is the list of his worries. I think this is the list of his problems, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't know that having the awards taken away from him or the honorary degrees taken away from him is foremost on his mind right now.
But he's,
he's thinking of other things.
He's like 80-something, 81, 82.
Yeah.
I don't really...
Like he's supposed to be having like a 10-year... The minimum time he'll spend in jail will be 10 years if he goes.
I don't think he's going to go to jail.
You don't think he's going to go to jail?
I think they'll put him under house arrest because of his age. And probably... I think he has health issues too, right?
Yeah, well, we've seen him with health issues. So yes, those honorary degrees. Yeah, it's it's sad. It's sad. And he's old, you know, so I don't know that he'll have enough time to recover from everything that has happened. I really wish he was.
Yeah. The only thing I think would be that it sends a clear message to other people that if you're doing this, you should stop. You need to get your act together. You need to be somebody that people can look up to and people can trust you to mentor their children, not to take advantage of them. Yeah,
and apparently there'll be no more Cosby shows. You know how some networks are still showing reruns because it was so interesting. Yeah. No, it was so interesting, but now they're going to lose that as well. Such a shame. It's a shame, and everybody needs to live right because things are happening now. Things are really happening these days, and social media is not helping issues. Yeah.
Nobody is taking anything for granted anymore.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, a whole lot of superheroes have added up to a whole lot of ticket sales. The superhero Avengers Infinity Wars set a new global opening record, earning $630 million this weekend, despite having yet to open in China, the world's second largest movie market. It opens there on May 11th. Let's see what it's all about.
The entire time I knew him, he only ever had one goal. To wipe out half the universe. If he gets all the Infinity Stones, he can do it with the snap of his fingers. Just like that.
Tell me his name again.
Thanos.
We got one advantage. He's coming to us. We have what Thanos wants, so that's what we use.
Let's talk about this plan of yours. I think it's good, except it sucks. So let me do the plan, and that way it might be really good.
Wow.
The end is near. When I'm done, half of humanity will still exist. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I hope they remember you.
I'm Peter, by the way.
Doctor Strange.
Oh, you're using your made-up names. Then I am Spider-Man.
So I have seen this movie and it was so good. It left me feeling sad though, but it was good. But you're telling me now that it made $630 million.
That's a lot.
In its first week. What am I not doing right? I'm trying to think of what? And it made 218 million so Black Panther made 218 million and this made 630 million. That's a wide gap. And understandably so, because this had everyone's favorite characters in it. And apparently the budget for the movie was over 400 million. So it's almost made its profit because I know if the budget for the movie is 400 million, then budget for marketing would also be about the same thing because they need to get word out. But well done. Like, I need to be making movies,
Yeah.
action.
Maybe production.
Yes,
maybe
all of this.
Go take a course. Like, there are a couple of courses in California, like, I think there's
Like production,
yeah, like for like
cinematography,
3 months.
directing, all of
Yeah,
that. Yes.
I was actually checking online like a couple of days ago.
Are you planning to
Yeah.
be like a movie director?
Well, I want to learn more about production and the
Okay.
writing and.
You can pay me, I'll
behind the
teach you. I have a
scenes.
degree in production.
So that's like a 3-month course and come back and
Okay.
see what I can.
What else is trending?
KOD rapper J. Cole performed his most recent album for the first time in Nigeria. This past Friday, the North Carolina native took to Echo Hotel to showcase his album, KOD, alongside other single favorites from the Sideline Store and 2004's Hills Drive. It was clear that Cole was apprehensive about the crowd's reaction. However, the audience roared and cheered as he came out and sang along to every single song he performed. The event, powered by Bear Beverage Company Castle Light, brought together hip-hop lovers and vibes from the Afrobeat community as Davido, Wizkid, YC, and Tiwa Savage also performed. J. Cole shared videos from the concert on his Instagram, and his new followers had a few ignorant comments from the Nigerian audience. Some were surprised and knew the words. Others even mentioned an accent while singing along. So that's interesting. Let's not forget this Day Music Festival brought in Jay-Z and Beyonce to perform in Lagos in 2016.
But why so much hate? Why so much ignorance? Because some of those comments like, oh, will Nigerians know your songs? Will Nigerians sing along? Do Nigerians even know you? People need to read and people need to read.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. But it was so much love for J. Cole. I couldn't make it, but producer and analyst Nena Hugo was there. And it was so much love for him. People were singing along. People were like, and he was so surprised, and I can imagine, like, imagine.
But why? I don't get why he would be surprised, because, like, I mean, he knows other people have been here before.
Yeah.
So is he surprised that people know his music, or because he's not like? Is it because of his personality? You know, he's not like really out there. He's very quiet.
So understand that this album came out last week,
Yeah.
and people knew every single
Word.
lyric.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So that would be surprising. Especially since it's in a foreign country, it's in a foreign continent. He probably did not expect his music to travel so far in such a short time. But thanks to the internet, we love the internet, don't we? Okay, and what is our photo of the day?
Well, this photo of Saudi King Salman and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman at the launch of Saudi Arabia's multi-billion-dollar entertainment resort. The groundbreaking ceremony took place over the weekend at the resort. Is about an hour's drive from the capital city of Riyadh, and is being built on 8,400 acres of land, making it 2.5 times the size of Disney World. It will include a Six Flags theme park, water parks, motorsports, cultural events, and vacation homes, and is expected to attract 1.5 million visitors annually when the first phase opens in 2022. Estimated total cost of the resort is said to be $8 billion.
$8 billion.
That's a lot.
Saudi Arabia is onto something.
That's like too much.
No, no, it's not too much. For something that is 2.5 times the size of Disney World, this is going to be like, this is going to be huge.
I mean, they're trying to, you know, have people come to the country
and
like create tourism, change the culture, and not be so rigid with their like Islamic laws.
Yeah, we've been talking about that on the show actually.
Is it gonna like? How can you can't really have?
I will go.
I mean,
if
I'll
you're
be
asking
afraid.
if I'm going to go to Saudi Arabia,
I want to go. Like,
I'll go
like,
with Nena.
Can you really have that much fun? Like, wouldn't there still be like, oh, you can't like. You have to like cover your head, you have to cover your neck.
No, I don't know that they're going to make you cover your head and cover your neck, because they now have tourist visas. So it's no longer visas for religious reasons like pilgrimage. No, it's come to Saudi Arabia and have fun. Would you be a bit conservative? Yes. Like you are in Dubai during the holy month in Dubai during Ramadan. It's very chilled. You cannot really, the activities are minimal. So it will probably be the same in Saudi Arabia. But I know that they've seen what has happened to Dubai's economy. And I know that they're definitely trying to replicate and even surpass that in Saudi Arabia. And will I go to Saudi Arabia again? Yes, I will go. Especially with this resort. They have Six Flags. They have all these fun places. Don't you look skeptical?
I know it's going to be fun, but I'm just like, what if like, I mean, they're just so like, strict. Like, what if like you do something wrong and the next thing you know, you get summoned to like some Sharia court and then.
No, Lord,
I'm just so scared.
That's not
like
going to
really
happen.
scared.
Maybe we'll go together. Okay, so you'll see that would not happen. Thank you. That was fun. Yes, and coming up, we'll be sitting with travel blogger Jessica Nabongo, who is on a mission to visit all UN-member countries and observing states, and she's done a great job so far. Don't go away.